is gonna be so bad. Okay. Hey Queens, welcome back to Gears and Queers. I'm Jake.
I'm Chris.
And welcome back to the Mark 7.5 GTI. But things are a little different this time.
This time around, we have a APR Stage 1 tune.
Yes, we do.
And a Borla S-type catback exhaust.
This is just going to be a sort of quick little revisit of this car. For a more comprehensive review, we have reviewed this car a couple months back, so go check that out. It'll be here, maybe here. It'll be up here. But this is just a little revisit of this car because our friend Noel, who again has loaned us this car for the day, thank you, Noel.
Love you.
He just got this installed, what, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, a couple weeks back. He took it to Eurofed Automotive here in Atlanta, peeped them.
Yes, so great.
And got the APR tune done, and then, yeah, the exhaust shipped in from Borla, and all done at the same time. So
in a normal GTI, or this year specifically, we had, what, 230 horsepower?
228 horsepower, 258 pound-feet of torque, stock for the 2019s.
And we reviewed it plenty quick.
Yeah, it was great. We called it the ultimate daily driver.
Yes, we did. But this, the APR Stage 1 tune, is full software. There's no hardware modifications whatsoever. And this is the low torque version because Noel wanted to preserve his stock clutch just a little bit longer. So with this APR Stage 1 tune, the low torque version, it bumps horsepower to 327.
Yep, and then torque up to 326.
Which is a pretty sizable gain, but in terms of this car, you know, it's not a featherweight or anything. I think we both weren't expecting what this car does because it's nuts.
It is. I mean, you're talking about power and torque levels that are above a stock Golf R.
It completely changes the character of this car, and I'm sure you can already hear the exhaust. It's not droney, but I mean, it's much louder in the cabin, but
before you could never... Christ.
It's nuts. It just makes me giggle every time you get on it.
Before, like, you really couldn't hear anything inside the car. Like, it was all pretty much synthesized noise. Like, from outside the car, sure. And
sounded good, yeah.
It was a good sound. We can kind of maybe slide in a clip of that. But now, inside the car, you are hearing the exhaust, and it just is, like, so much more dramatic and makes the torque surge that much more dramatic.
Right.
And, like, borderline terrifying.
Terrifying.
It's not even like that. I mean, we're talking about like just over 300 horsepower. It's really not even that crazy. But this car doesn't weigh a lot,
but what it feels like is like it's giving you back like that sort of typical old school turbo feel, like which we sort of said this does kind of have. Like this does have a noticeable boost stock, but this is just like even in fourth, like it just. God, the thing just goes in any gear. It's so much fun.
And this really just goes to show you like how much power Volkswagen left on the table. Like, with this engine. Like this car is my sleep paralysis demon now.
It is nuts, man. It's so different. It's so vastly different than what it was before, and it's crazy.
Are you ready for it?
Oh my god! Oh my god, okay. Thank god we don't do the speedometer cam anymore. like, what does this hang with now in terms of, like, at least feel?
I mean, you're probably talking about, like, the low-mid versions of a lot of performance cars. Like you said, the Boxster. I would also think maybe you're probably getting close to like a lot of performance staples from like yesteryears, like Elise or something like that.
Oh, absolutely. Like, just what is like right around 3, like it just fucking pushes you. Like it's so good.
It's like that kid at recess, you know?
Yeah, just like what? Literally, it's so good. Oh man, I don't think I'd ever get tired of that. I genuinely don't.
But you know what's just so fantastic too is like we're in 6th now, and like you're aware that there's an exhaust, like there's some noise there, but like we're at like moderate. I mean, we're going up a hill, like you can hear it, but it's not like droney.
I don't know how it would be on a long trip, though. I think cruising along the highway, this might get a little annoying.
It might, but I mean, you know, you turn the radio up and just add some more decibels of a different nature.
Exactly.
And you're fine. Like, it's fine.
Yeah. Or just, like, get over it, downshift, and feel the freaking torque just shove you forward. Oh my god. It's nuts. It's so addictive. And I think that's why it is actually so impressive and addictive, because it's not throwing you into like triple digits.
This, in my opinion, is the way this car really could have and should have been from the factory.
Mm-hmm.
And like, maybe you could argue that's what a Golf R is, but I mean...
But a Golf R is more like buttoned down. This feels like GTIs of yore. Like a little
crazy.
Yeah.
But I feel like in many ways, and this is the great thing about Volkswagens, is you can kind of just like buy one. Maybe it's not sold in the exact configuration you want, but you buy one and you just kind of like Lego pieces. You're like, okay,
I want that,
I'll do
and
that.
I want this,
I'll do
and I
that.
do a tune.
You can code some features into the car that maybe weren't offered in that region or whatever. Like, you know, it's not the simplest thing, but you can just kind of like build the car you wanted fairly simply.
Yeah, it's wild. Shout out to Noel for giving this to us for another day, and for ponying up for this tune, because it's such a different car.
It is
phenomenal. We jump at any chance to carpool with him.
Yes.
So thank you again, Noel, and thanks for tuning in, y'all, for a quick little video and this little revisit. We've got a couple of these lined up, hopefully, so stay tuned, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.